Hi, and welcome back to the Trucking Scribe. It's Esther. I'm glad you could come back today, and if you're new here, I'm really glad you came by. We're making envelopes, mailing envelopes for our swap stuff that we're making because I have unusual size and they don't fit in some of the envelopes I have, and I need to get rid of some some scrapbook paper. So this one here is ready to go. I just fill out the front, and probably I'm going to use some little white stickers or something so that the name sticks out. This one, there's two of these in here, two different things, and they're 9.5 inches. So they're really long. They wouldn't fit in my other envelopes unless I had a padded envelope, and I didn't want to go to the store. So I decided I'd make a video on how to make your own envelope to fit what you need and mail it out. So I put my address on here, put the stamp on, glue this down really good, and take it to the post office. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you and have a great day. So with the Christmas holidays coming up, I thought that you might need an envelope because the envelopes I have this big long thing, and I have some of the longer envelopes, but they're bubble wrapped, and I don't want to use those because, of course, that kicks the price up on postage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one. So this is going to be my outside. This will be the inside, but this has a direction. So I'm going to have my top up here, up there at the top. I'm going to score it 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to, well, wait a minute, yep. Let me turn it 1/4, and I'm going to score it 2 inches for the flap. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to lay both of these because I have two that I need to send. I probably could have done it the other way and did that top one in a minute. So I want a little bit of room here and a little bit of room over here. So this goes with anything that you make. I am going to try and do it maybe 1/2 inch on each side, so that would make this 10.5. I'm going to show you another one here in a minute. So then I would turn this and I would do my 2 inch right here. Okay. So now you can see where my marks are. I did the 1/2 inch here. I took this and I decided where I wanted this mark by the size of it. And I'm going to do another one in a minute with a smaller object. So I decided I wanted my flap to be 2 inches. What I'm going to do now is put both of these together like this and look at where I want this line to go. So I've got some extra space up here. I can move it up there so that it's touching and I can see a little better. I would think, because these are thick, I'm going to give them about there. So that's about 1/2 inch from where I got them sitting. And I got 1/2 inch right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this side be the same width as this, which is 1/2 inch. Let's see. My brain is not working today, y'all. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold this in. And this would be great for those one-sided scrapbook pages like this. And if you're inking, go ahead and ink it up. And I started, so I might as well. What I'm going to do, I'll turn it this way. I need my pen. There it is. I'm going to take that off right here all the way down. Same thing over here. I'm going to angle and then cut all this off. And you can see it real good. Take my scissors and just trim along there. And if you're at home, you might want to wait and ink it after you cut these parts off. I just inked them so you could see better. But this would make your swaps look even more fun. So now what I'm going to do, I've got this. Here's the flap. Here's the front part that will go. So for our envelope is like this. This is the front part. This is the back. So flip it over. Fold this in, both sides, and put glue right here. I'm going to put a little bit more than I normally do for just little ones that go in my journals, because this is going to be going through the post office. Actually, I'm going to cut this, get rid of some of that bulk right there. So after you get the ink on both sides, all you do is fold it up. Let that glue dry. So it wouldn't hurt to lay something on it. What we'll do while I make the other one is I'm going to stick this under my craft mat. So this is actually one of my swaps that we're doing currently. And I could get this in this envelope. Could probably get it in that size, a bigger one. See, this is going to be really close. See how it's hanging over? So what I'm going to do is take my scoreboard and I'm going to use this. And we're going to say the top way is that way. So do I have anything I can mark that with? It will come off. Let's see. This might work. So up here is going to be our top. I'm going to write it on there. That way I don't forget. It's already not working because I got it folded wrong. So right now I'm just going to stick this up here. So if we have a directional paper, or you have a directional paper, it'll kind of help. So for me, I will always try and do about ½ inch on envelopes. So I would come over here. Actually, no, I'm going to use the whole sheet. Then we can look and see what's left over, figure out. So I measure down to 8. I'm going to need at least 8 plus a flap, so 10. I mean, yeah, might as well go the whole page, huh? Okay. So then I'm going to put So see, now you can see my line. This is going to be the width of my envelope. So see if I had a smaller one. So this is going to be the way that the words fit. So up here's my flap. If you wanted the flap going the other way, well, no, I think this is right. I'm going to cut that out. So I'm going to give probably half an inch. I'm going 1 inch. I'm going to do another half over here. Do I need that much? Yeah, I might. Rather it be big than not. That way I've got enough room. So this is what it looks like right now. My swap item, my little book will fit in there that way. So now I'm going to turn it this way. This is 4 inches, so I could probably get away with 1.5 is 2 inches. I'll go with 1.5 just because. Okay, so here's my thing, although I'm using this up here. What I'm going to do now is measure from this line to the other side of this. How much room do I want to give? So here, if I put it right there, I've got a half an inch of extra up there. Over here, I can do another half an inch on the bottom. Well, yeah. I'm thinking, do I want half an inch? Actually, you know, I don't know if yeah, let me go ahead and do half an inch. It may be a little bit big of a envelope, but we will see. And actually, you can probably get 2 envelopes out of this one. So I'm going to cut a half an inch off right here. Let's see. And like I said, this can be made into another envelope. We'll get to that one in a minute. I'm going to take my little tape off up here since our top is defined more. Once again, I'm going to take and do that right. I'm going to cut there. And right here. And all this is going to be cut away. And if you would like a written or a document that shows you where you would cut and do the score lines without exact measurements, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments below if that would help you. So I'm going to cut right here. And like I said, you'd probably be better off waiting to ink unless you can't see what you're doing until after you cut this off, because I'm fixing to have to re-ink this where I'm cutting it. So again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this And I'm a little high. Okay. Yeah, I need to take off just a little bit here. So I should have went. What I should have done when I did this way, I should have left a little extra, a little less on that side. So I'm going to take about an inch. I forgot about our flap on the other side. But if you give yourself more to work with, like I did, then you have room to chop it off. Now see how that works? And I'm just gonna, okay. So again, I'm gonna take some glue and put some right there on both sides. And then I'm just gonna fold it up. And actually I want it to have a little bit of a, see if it's gonna fit. I think it will when it's dry. So there is another envelope. Put this one under here too. We'll get everything stuck in a minute. So while we're here, I'm going to finish with this little envelope because there's no sense in throwing it away. I do want to cut it an inch off of it though. Let's see. That way we have that little bit of, so I already have my top right here. And I have my bottom score line. So now we need the sides. And I just do, I'm going to do 3/8 on this one because it's a smaller envelope. And I'm going to turn it around and do 1, 2, 3, right there. So 3/8. Same thing. This time we're not using anything to measure. So you could make envelopes like this and have them put up and saved. So right here, all that, yeah, I have to think about that one, will be cut off, and then right in here. So all I'm going to do is cut this at an angle. And you notice I haven't inked that side yet, so I didn't have to worry about whether I needed to. Now the problem is my envelope's too short. But what I can do is just bring it down and I'm going to put a little notch in this one because I got it a little bit lower than I wanted. Do I want to go ahead and so if you do like I do and you don't measure like you're supposed to, or even if you do measure, you can change it around. So I'm actually going to have that there. So what I could do to cover up that little bit of a line is put some of this, but now you can't do lace and put it in the mail like that because they will say no, Can't mail that envelope. I want to do some more ink and I'm not done yet. Thought I would, but I'm not. First, let's glue this part down. And you can do this with any scraps that you have that are big enough. You can make tiny mini envelopes, which I love making, actually. Now this is just going to fold over and be our flap. And I'm going to glue this on right here. And since this one I'm probably going to put in a journal, and I already got an idea of which journal. I'm going to clean my glue off. I want that to go up further up. For this one, I'm going to put a Velcro dot on it just because it'll be in the journal. I'm not going to decorate this one yet because I'm going to be doing some videos for another journal that will decorate with that particular. Put your sticky Velcro on this side on the tab and not down there like I did, because then it might miss the. So that's one envelope that as it dries you'll have a good size envelope in there. That right there. So onto my other two. I gotta clean my mat. This one's the one we made for the big long ones. One thing you will need to think about is you probably need like a little label to make the address stand out. So what I would do, I would probably wrap these up. Let's see. I have some wrap over here, some tissue paper. And I'm not going to go ahead and glue them yet. I'm going to wait because I want to. This is the way I would package this, side by side, not one on top of the other, because the post office does not like. They charge you more by the width of the package. So if you come in here like this, my paper's too big, but that's okay. Pull this over. I'm going to put this one over so it kind of matches there. No, I'm not a Christmas present person. Why I'm using all this tissue when I don't really need it, I'm not sure. Here we go. It's probably a little better. So this is the way I would wrap it. I am going to wrap it. Just put it like a Christmas present. Because you know when you get stuff in swaps, it's so cool to get them because it's like opening a Christmas present all year long. I'm not a good wrapper, so don't expect really good wrapping from me. Usually Chrissy does my Christmas wrapping. So now I would slide this in there. And when you close it up, it's got plenty of room. Put some glue right there. I may need some tape right here because my paper's cracking. But, you know, part of it. The other thing is make sure, I'm looking for some scraps over here. You can put a little note to the person. Put today's date, because I'm sending these out. This one out. I'm going to put Creative Swap is the group that I'm swapping these in. And they are flip. I don't remember the flip out pockets, I think. And just write a little note and say, thank you for being my swap partner. I had fun. I enjoyed making them. Or you could say, I don't know, you could do like a letter to them. Write a pen pal letter. And then sign your name. Stick it in here with the swap so that they know who did it. So I'm going to glue this up. And that makes me think I am going to, on future ones, I'm going to try and make this to where it overlaps an inch instead of half an inch. So there's that one. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. I know I don't have enough to do it. And right now, I do not have a swap partner for this one because the swap isn't over. We're doing it in Junk Journaling World, or Junk Journaling with the Trucking Scribe. I did a video on making these little file folder accordion, and this is what I'm actually swapping up. So it's ready to go. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this paper today. I got this paper on Amazon, and it makes cool decoupage too. I'm just going to stick this in here. Like I said, you wrap it up. You could put your note in if you wanted to. I guess I might need to turn it that way. In that way. You see, normally what I would do, I think if I made the envelopes, would just put the envelope and the gift in its bag so I can see what I've got. So see, there's the envelope. All I need to do is glue that down, put my addresses on it. So I hope you enjoyed making these little envelopes. One for a book page. So you can put it on like this. But these are going out today, and I did really me show y'all real quick. This is my new book that I published on Amazon because I couldn't keep up with all these swaps I'm doing. And this is, I have some others. I don't think I have them in here that I did a different cover in case you didn't want junk journaling with the Trucking Scribe swap tracker, or maybe you're in my group and you want this one for my group and you want another one for another group. At the moment, I have 3 different covers. The insides look like this, all the pages. This one actually has the Facebook barcode if you want to go, and if you're not already part of our group. So I've got project name, group, the date that it starts, date for partners, date for proof of shipping. There's a place right here to put description, like right here is the expandable folder. Make an expandable file folder from envelopes. And when I get my partner, I can put that down here. And I mean, I've just got it filled out. These are right now my current swaps that I'm involved in. You have 120 pages. So I hope you will go on over and pick out one of these and let me know what you think. Thank you, and y'all have a great day.